Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Hare. The pledge for today. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Om Namo Narayanaya. I, Sindhu Rajesh, residing at Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, India, will be taking Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam forward to the future generations. I will seek God's blessings before I start my day. I will hold my parents and gurus in highest esteem and treat them as God. I will let elders be my guide and respect all women as I would my mother. I will strive for purity of heart, soul, and the environment. I will uphold the honor of my motherland and strive for harmony. I will be a guardian of my family, social, and cultural heritage. With this pledge, I start my chanting, God, bless me, help me, and guide me. Aruna ma'am, can we start the revision shlokas of Prapati?
Yes. Ishanam jagatosya venkatapater Vishnu param preyasi tatvakshasthala nityavasa rasikam tatshanti samvardhini padmalankrita pani pallava yugam padmasanastham shriyam Vatsalyadi gunojvalam bhagavati vande jaganmataram Ishanam jagatosya venkatapater Vishnu param preyasi tatvakshasthala nityavasa rasikam tatshanti samvardhini Padmalankrita pani pallava yugam padmasanastham shriyam Vatsalyadi gunojvalam bhagavati vande jaganmataram Shriman kripajala nidhe krita sarvaloka sarvajna shaktanata vatsala sarvaseshin Swamin Sushila Sulabhashrita Parijata Shri Venkatesa Charanau Sharanam Prapatye Shriman Kripa Jalanithe Krita Sarvaloka Sarvajna Shaktanata Vatsala Sarvaseshin Swamin Sushila Sulabhashrita Parijata Shri Venkatesa Charanau Sharanam Prapatye Anupurarpita Sujata Shukanti Pushpa Saurabhya Saurabhakarau Samasanniveshau Saumyau Sadhanu Bhavanepi Navanubhavyau Shri Venkatesa Charanau Sharanam Prapatye Satyo Vikasi Samuditwara Sandra Raga Saurabhya Nirbara Saroruha Samyavartam Pateshu Vilekhayantau Shri Venkatesa Charanau Sharanam Prapatye Rekhamayatvaja Sutta Kalashata Patra Vajrankushambhurga Kalpaka Shankha Chakraihi Bhavyairalankrita Thalau Paratatva Chinhai Shri Venkatesa Charanau Sharanam Prapatye
Tamro Daradyuti Parajita Padmaragao Bahyair Mahobhira Vibhuta Mahendra नीलौ उद्यन्नखांशुभिरुदस्तशशाङ्कभासौ श्रीवेङ्कटेशचरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये सप्रेमभीतिकमलाकरपल्लवाभ्याम् संवाहनेऽपि सपदि क्लममादधानौ कान्ताववाङ्मनसगोचरसौकुमार्यौ श्रीवेङ्कटेशचरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये लक्ष्मीमहीतदनुरूप निजानुभाव नीलादिदिव्यमहिषी करपल्लवानाम् आरुण्यसङ्क्रमणदः किल सान्द्ररागौ श्रीवेङ्कटेशचरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये नित्यानमद्विधिशिवादिकिरीटकोटिप्रत्युप्तदीप्तनवरत्न महप्ररोहैः नीराजनाविधिमुदारमुपादधानौ श्रीवेङ्कटेशचरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये विष्णोः पदे परम इत्युदितप्रशंसौ यौ मध्व उत्स इति भोग्यतयाप्युपात्तौ भूयस्तथेति तव पाणितलप्रदिष्टौ श्रीवेङ्कटेशचरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। हरि ओम गुरुजी।
हरि ओम। शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। लक्ष्मीनाथ समारंभां नाथयामुनमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे विना वेङ्कटेशं ननातो ननाथ सदा वेङ्कटेशं स्मरामि स्मरामि। हरे वेङ्कटेश प्रसीद प्रसीद प्रियं वेङ्कटेश प्रयच्छ प्रयच्छ। ओम नमो वेङ्कटेशाय। My pranams everybody. So let's move on to the next sloka in the Venkatesa Suprabhatham. Sloka number 11.
Namaskaram Guruji.
Namaskaram.
Bhavya Kotari. Ji, your mic is available. Bhavya ji. Tulasi Rani ji. Tulasi Rani ji.
Namaskaram Guruji.
Namaskaram. So, Parthaya.
Parthaya. Parthaya.
Tat Sadrisha.
Satradusha. Sadrusha.
Not Sat Tat. Tat Sadrisha.
Tat Sadrusha. Tat Sadrusha.
Sarathina.
Sarathina. Sarathina. Sarathina.
Tvayaiva.
Dvaiva. Dvaiva.
Tvayaiva.
Dvaiva. Dvaiva.
Tvayaiva.
Dvaiva.
Yo Darshitau.
Yo darshitau. Yo darshitau.
Swacharanau.
Swacharanau. Swacharanau.
Sharanam Vrajeti.
Sharanam vrajeti. Sharanam vrajeti.
Bhuyopi.
Bhuyopi. Bhuyopi.
Mahyamiha.
Mahyamiha. Mahyamiha.
Tau.
Dau. Dau.
Not thou. Tau. Tau.
Tau. Tau.
Karadarshitau te.
Karadarshitau te. Karadarshitau te.
Sri Venkatesa Charanau.
Shri Venkatesa Charanau. Shri Venkatesa Charanau.
Sharanam Prapadye.
Sharanam Prapadye. Sharanam Prapadye.
Good. Thank you. Next person.
Meena Kumari ji. Meena Kumari ji.
Ma'am, I couldn't unmute
Yeah,
that
we are
time.
able to hear you. Okay. Next. We'll do quarter by quarter. Parthaya Sadrisha Sharathina Tvayaiva.
Parthaya tat sadrisha sarathina tvayaiva. Parthaya tat sadrisha sarathina tvayaiva.
Yo Darshitau Swacharanau Sharanam Vrajeti.
Yo darshitau swacharanau sharanam vrajeti. Yo darshitau swacharanau sharanam vrajeti.
Bhuyopi Mahyamiha Tau Karadarshitau te.
Bhuyopi mahyamiha tau karadarshitau te. Bhuyopi mahyamiha tau karadarshitau te.
Sri Venkatesa Charanau Sharanam Prapadye.
Shri Venkatesha charanau sharanam prapadye. Shri Venkatesha charanau sharanam prapadye.
Thank you. Next person.
Thank you, Guruji.
Meena Kumari ji. Meena Kumari ji.
Okay. Let's do half of sloka. Very slowly. Parthaya tat sadrisha sarathina tvayaiva yo darshitau swacharanau sharanam vrajeti.
Parthaya tat satrisha saradhina tvayaiva yaudarshitau sacharanau sharanam vrajeti. Parthaya tat
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Parthaya tat satrisha saradhina tvayaiva yaudarshitau sacharanau sharanam vrajeti.
भूयोऽपि मह्यमिहतौ करदर्शितौ ते श्रीवेङ्कटेशचरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये।
भूयोऽपि मह्यमिह तौ करदर्शितौ तौ ते श्रीवेङ्कटेशचरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये। भूयोऽपि मह्यमिह तौ करदर्शितौ ते श्रीवेङ्कटेशचरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये।
Thank you. Next person.
K. Subramanian ji. K. Subramanian ji. V.S. Ramarao ji. V.V.S. Ramarao ji. Or Subramanian
Yes,
ji.
I can. Yeah. Om Namo Narayana.
Om Namo Narayana. Let's do the full sloka. Parthaya tassadrisha sarathina tvayaiva yaudarshitau svacharanau sharanam vrajeti bhuyopi mihatau skaradarshitau te Shri Venkatesa charanau sharanam prapadye.
Parthaya tat sadrisha saradhinatvayaiva yaudarshitau swacharanau sharanam vrajeti bhuyopi mahyamiha tau karadarshitau te Shri Venkatesha charanau sharanam prapadye. Parthaya tat sadrisha saradhinatvayaiva yaudarshitau swacharanau sharanam vrajeti bhuyopi mahyamiha tau karadarshitau te Shri Venkatesha charanau sharanam prapadye.
So it is Sarathina. It is not Saradhina. Sarathina.
Okay, Saradhina.
Na da ta. The second ta. Sarathina.
Okay.
Mahaprabhu.
Sarathina.
Correct. Okay, let's see the meaning. Sri Venkatesa Charano Sharanam Prapati. I take shelter under the holy feet of Bhagavan Venkateshwara. So what is the other situation where Bhagavan indicated this, taking shelter under his feet? So he's saying, Parthaya tat sadrisha sharatina tvayeva yaudarshito swacharanam sharanam vrajeti. So he's talking about the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, of course, we all know that it is about 700 slokas. Here Bhagavan has given different means of reaching him. The last means, which is why in Sri Vaishnava Siddhantam, this is called as Charama Slokam. Charama means the last. It is not the last sloka of Bhagavad Gita, nor the last word that Bhagavan said, but it is the last upaya, last means that Bhagavan gave to Arjuna. What did he say? Sarva Dharma, sloka number, the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18 and sloka number 66. So it's one of the important slokas of Bhagavad Gita. Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Vraja Aham Tva Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Masuja. Bhagavan says, whatever I said till now, maybe 680 and 690 slokas, if you have not understood anything, doesn't matter. Just listen to this. What is here? Sarva Dharman Parityajya. So leaving aside all the dharmas, Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. So Mam Ekam, that means surrender to me and me alone. Mam Ekam. Mam is me. Ekam is the single person. So the surrender to me and me alone. Sharanam Vraja. That means take shelter under me. And then what will be the effect of that? Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyam. So I will relieve you from all the sins. Sarva papebhyo mokshayishyam. That means I will relieve you from the complete papas, all the sins that you have committed so far. Ma suchaha, don't worry. So that is the meaning of this sloka. Of course, the sarva dharman pari doesn't mean that leave aside all dharmas, means not that, not doing the dharmas. The whole idea of Bhagavan giving the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna was to perform his dharma. The idea is that giving up the doership. That is, I am doing it. I am doing this dharma. Leave aside that dharma. Leave aside that fact that I am doing it. Leave aside that doership and surrender unto me. Saying that I am only an instrument at your hand. So you are doing it through me. Because already Bhagavan has shown in this Vishwarupa Darshanam, he say all these people are walking into his mouth. The Bhishma Pitamahar, Duryodhana, all the Kauravas are walking. He said, I've already killed all of them. You are only nimitta matram bhava. So you be only an instrument of physically killing them at this battlefield. That's all Bhagavan said even in the earlier chapters. So Bhagavan is saying that leave aside the feeling that you are doing it. Just give up the doership and then surrender unto me, and consider yourself to be an instrument. Then I will relieve you from all this sin, papas. That's what the meaning of that sloka is. Now, the same thing is referring to here. Parthaya, the Arjuna, for the sake of Arjuna. That's Sadrisa Saradhinam. So at that time, when you became that Sarathi means the charioteer. You were the charioteer for Arjuna in that battlefield, Kurukshetra. Tvaya eva. So it was given by you. Tvaya means you. You alone gave this. So Venkatesa is no different from Sri Krishna Paramatma. And therefore he's saying, oh Venkatesa, when you were Krishna, being the Sarathi for Arjuna, what did he? Yau darshitau swacharanam. Swacharanam. Your own feet, you showed your feet to Arjuna and said that, this is my feet, so take shelter, and Sharanam Vraj, so take shelter under my feet. That's what you said when you were Krishna in Kurukshetra war. You showed your feet and asked Arjuna to take shelter under that feet. The same feet, Bhuyopi, again, as Venkateswara, what are you doing? Makhyam iva, for my sake. Iha, it means right now. Right now, Makhyam is for my own sake. For my own sake, you are doing it what? Tau kara darshitauti. That means he's showing, kara means the hand. The right hand of Bhagavan is, the palm is showing downwards. What does it indicate? It indicates that, take shelter under my feet. So what you said at the time, to Arjuna at the time of Kurukshetra war, you are only doing like a mudra. That means you are all indicating to all of us. So you are only communicating to all of us through your karadarshitaute. That means through your palm, that is the right hand palm, indicating all of us to take shelter under your feet. So that kind of a feet, karadarshitaute, te means your feet. So Venkatesa Charan. So to that holy feet of Bhagavan, I take shelter under. So Bhagavan in his Krishna Avatara gave this Charama Sloka to Arjuna, saying that you take shelter under my feet, leaving aside all the fact that you are doing it and take shelter under my feet. That kind of, to that Partha, to that Arjuna, when you became the Sarathi, that means you became the charioteer. You yourself told, that means Venkatesa himself, as Sri Krishna Paramatma told Arjuna, showed his feet and then asked him to take shelter under that feet. Again, in this Kali Yuga, as Venkatesa Bhagavan, so what you are showing is you are showing your right palm, showing towards your holy feet, so that let all of you take shelter under my holy feet, and I will relieve you from complete sins. That is the indication that you are saying in this Kali Yuga as Venkatesa Perumal, and therefore we are all taking shelter under your feet. That's the meaning of this sloka. Let's move on to the next sloka.
Ramarao ji, Ramarao, VVS Ramarao ji.
Jai Sriman Narayana, Guruji.
Jai Sriman Narayana. Good. Manmurdhni.
Manmurdhni. Manmurdhni.
Kaliya phane.
Kaliya phane. Kaliya phane.
So in Sanskrit it is not a fa. Maybe in Hindi they use the word fal,
Phane.
but in Sanskrit it is pa only. The Mahaprana. Kaliya phane.
Kaliya phane. Kaliya
Yes.
phane. Okay, thank you, sir.
Vikatata veshu.
Vikatata vishu. Vikatata vishu.
Shri Venkatadri.
Shri Venkatadri. Shri Venkatadri.
Shikhare.
Shikhare. Shikhare.
Sirasi.
Shirasi. Shirasi.
Shrutinam.
Shrutinam. Shrutinam.
Chittepya.
Chittepya. Chittepya.
Nanya manasam.
Nanya manasam. Nanya manasam.
Samamahitaute.
Samamahitaute. Samamahitaute.
Shri Venkatesa Charanau.
Shri Venkatesa Charanau. Shri Venkatesa Charanau.
Sharanam Prapadye.
Charanam Prapadye. Charanam Prapadye. Thank you, Guru Garu.
Next person.
Madhavi ji, Madhavi ji.
Namaste, Guruji.
Namaste. Let's do quarter by quarter. Manmurdhni Kaliya phane. Vikatatavishu.
Manmurdini kaliyapane vikatatavisu. Manmurdini kaliyapane vikatatavisu.
Shri Venkatadri Shikhare Shirasi Shrutinam.
श्रीवेङ्कटाद्रिशिखरे शिरसि श्रुतीनाम्
Yeah, once again.
श्रीवेङ्कटाद्रिशिखरे शिरसि श्रुतीनाम्
Chittepyananya manasam samamahitau te.
चित्तेऽप्यनन्यमनसां सममाहितौ ते चित्तेऽप्यनन्यमनसां सममाहितौ ते
Shri Venkatesa Charanau Sharanam Prapadye.
श्रीवेङ्कटेशचरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये श्रीवेङ्कटेशचरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये
Sharanam, like Shiva. Sharanam Prapadye.
शरणं प्रपद्ये.
Correct. Next person.
Rajanikanth ji.
Yes, ma'am. Namo Narayana Guruji.
Namo Narayana. So let's start half sloka slowly. Manmurdhni Kaliya Phane Vikata Thavishu Shri Venkatadri Shikhare Shirasi Shruthinam.
Manmurdikani Kaliya Phane Vikatatavishu Shri Venkatadri Shikare Shirasi Srutinam. Manmurdikaliya Phane Vikatatavishu Shri Venkatadri Shikare Shirasi Srutinam.
Manmurdhni.
That's it.
Correct. Manmurdhni.
Kaliya Phane. Okay, sir.
Oh, it's not Kaliya Phane, I told you. Kaliya Phane. Pa. The second. There is no fa in this alphabet. Of course, when you combine these two visargas, when pa comes, it becomes if. But otherwise, there is no fa as such. Phane. Okay. Next. Chittepyananya manasam samamahitau te Shri Venkatesa Charanau Sharanam Prapadye.
Chittepyananya manasam samamahitau te Shri Venkatesa Charanau Sharanam Prapadye. Chittepyananya manasam samamahitau te Shri Venkatesa Charanau Sharanam Prapadye. Namaskaram.
Thank you. Next person. Namaskar.
Shyamala ji, please. Shyamala ji. Shyamala ji, are you there? Your mic is available. Yes.
Hari Om Guru Garu.
Hari Om. So let's do the full sloka slowly. Manmurdhni Khaliya Phane Vikata Thavishu Shri Venkatadri Shikhare Shirasi Shrutinam Chittepyanannam Manasam Samamahitau te Shri Venkatesa Charanau Sharanam Prapadye.
Manmurtini Kalya Phane Vikatata Vishu Sri Venkatadri Shikhare Sirasi Stutinam Chitte Pyananya Manasam Samamahitau te Sri Venkatesha Saranau Sharanam Prabhatye Manmurtni Kalya Phane Vikatata Vishu Sri Venkatadri Shikhare Sirasi Stutinam Chitte Byananya Manasam Samamahitau te Sri Venkatesha Charanau Sharanam Prabhatye.
Prapadye. Okay. Thanks. Next, let's see the meaning of this sloka. So, Shri Venkatesa Charano Sharanam Prapadye, take shelter under the holy feet of Bhagwan. Now, where are the places this Bhagwan's holy feet are there? So, he's indicating 6 places. First one is Man Murdhini. Mat means mine. Murdhini means on my head. So, Bhagwan has placed his holy feet on my head, like Bhagavan placed it on the Mahabali. Acharya is saying is Bhagavan has placed his holy feet on his head. Man murdha means head. Man murdha on my head. Second, Kaliya Phane, talking about the Krishna Avatara, the episode of where this all of us know the story of Kaliya. There's a poisonous snake residing in a pond near this Yamuna, and it was such a poisonous one. So all the birds which are passing through that fell dead and all those things. One day Krishna wanted to relieve these Gokula from this clutches of this poisonous snake, and therefore he went there and then he jumped into that water and then started dancing on the head of this Kaliya, and therefore he's saying Kaliya Phane. That means on that head of this Kaliya, Phana means snake. On the Kaliya snake's head, Bhagavan also danced, and therefore Kaliya Phane. Vikatatavishu, he is talking about the Ramavatar. Vikatatavishu means on the Aranya, on the forest. So Bhagavan, when he went to this Aranya in this forest, after handing over his, this Paduka to Bharata, Bhagavan started walking on his own foot. So all his feet were on the Aranya. That is when all the rishis, he wanted to give protection to all the rishis, and therefore stayed in the Dandakaranya for about 12-13 years. And therefore Bhagavan's on the your holy feet is on the forest also, on the Dandaka forest also. Vikata Tavishu. Sri Venkatadri Shikhare. Again, your feet is on what? Venkatadri. Venkatadri means mountain. On the hills of Venkatadri. Shikharam means the peaks. On the peak of this Venkatagiri hills also, you are residing as Lord Srinivasa. Sirasi Shrutina. Shruti means the Vedas. All this, because it is to be understood. It is to be known only through through hearing from the Guru. The Guru has to say, and then the Shishya has to follow. You can't read it from the books. It has to be known through this, this Shravanam. And therefore, the Shrutis are called as Vedas. Shruti Sirasi. So on the top of the Sirasi, what does it mean? The top of the Sirasi, the Shrutis, the Vedas start with the Karma Kanda, then Upasana Kanda, finally the Jnana Kanda. The Jnana Kanda is the Upanishads. Upanishads is the place where the Bhagavan, the Parabrahman is completely relieved in this various Upanishads. And that Bhagavan is at the top of this Sirasi, that is at the head of this Shrutis, and therefore he is called as Shruti Sirasi. In fact, Ramanujacharya, when he wrote this Bhashyam for this Brahma Sutram is about this 545 Shruti, this Sutram. Sutrams is aphorism, giving in a very brief manner. A lot of Acharyas have given comments on that for the Brahma Sutra, Adi Shankara, Ramanujacharya, as well as Madhvacharya and other people. So, but Ramanujacharya in his Mangala Charana Slokam, that is the starting Mangala Slokam, what he's saying? He's saying, Akila Bhona Janmas Tema Bangadi Lile, Vinata Vivida Bodhas, Brata Ratcheka Dikshe, Shruti Sirasi Vidipte, Brahmani Srinivase. That means he's saying Srinivasa is none other than who is on the top of Shruti Sirasi. That means at the head of this Shruti is Bhagavan Srinivasa, is Vidipte, is shining. Brahmani, Bhagavan himself is the great Lord Parabrahmam, say Lord Venkatesa is Parabrahmam, Srinivasa, that Srinivasa, Bhavatu Mama Parasmin, Semushi Bhakti Rupa. So that's my Bhagavan is saying, let that Paramatma give me this Bhakti in the form of Bhakti. That's what he's saying. So Shruti Sirasi, that means at the top of these Vedas, the Bhagavan also resides, and therefore is called as Shruti Sirasi, Shrutinam. So we have seen 5 places. Manmurdhini on my head, on the head of Kaliya, on the forest, on the Venkata hills, and on the fifth one is on at the top of these Shrutis, on the Upanishads. Then the last one is Chitte Api Ananya Manasa. So that's what he's giving that this hope for all of us. Chitte, that means in all this, Chitta means in the hearts. Hearts are the manas, are the minds of the people. Api, he is residing there also. Ananya Manasam, that means people who don't have any other thought other than thinking of Bhagavan only. Bhagavan says, Ananya Chintayantomam Ejana Paryupasate. Desham Nityabhuktanam Yogachyam Vaham. That's what Bhagavan says in Gita. So here also he's saying, Chitte Api Ananya Manasam. So a person who has got this mind with his without any other thought other than Bhagavan only, in that place also Bhagavan is residing. Bhagavan's holy feet is residing there. So there are about 6 places: on my head, on the Kaliya, on the head of this Kaliya snake, then on the forest, then on the hills of Venkata, on the peaks of the Venkata hills, on the head of the Vedas, as well as in the hearts of the people who think about him and him alone only. Samam ahitau te. That means your feet are samama. That means they are equally residing in all the places. It is not that in one place it is giving much more grace, in other place it is not giving much less grace, etc. It is equally residing. Samam ahitau. So he is equally residing in all these places, giving the same amount of grace to everybody. To that Venkateshwara Charano, I'm taking shelter. So a question may arise, how can Bhagavan be in different places? When I'm here, I'm not in a different place, So Bhagavan has the capability of being present in all the places simultaneously. One example is, let's say you in your house in the morning, just heat the stove. You turn on the stove and then there is fire. You want to make coffee in your house or something like that. So just because fire is in your house, it doesn't mean that somebody else, your next door neighbor, he also wants to, prepare coffee. The fire doesn't say that, I'm in this X places, so I can't come into the Y place. So fire is there also. So fire is there everywhere. So like that, Bhagavan is present in all places. Of course, he's present in all places. So that's why he's called as Vishnu. But specially manifesting himself, like what is manifesting in various temples, is manifesting, his feet are manifesting in these 6 places, which is my head, this head of this Kalia, this snake, Naga, then this on the mount, on the forest, on the hill of this Venkatesagiri, on the head, on the Vedanta portion of this Siras, that is Shruti, which is the Upanishads, and also all the people who think about him always, in their hearts also Bhagavan is residing equally in all these places, so that Venkateswara's feet, holy feet, I take shelter under that. That's what Bhagavan says. That's what the Acharya says. Let's move on. Let's continue with the discussion tomorrow. Let's go for the ending prayer.
I would like to call Rajeshwari ma'am to do the ending prayer.
Yes, thank you. Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Rama Nama Varanane Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Rama Nama Varanane Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tatulyam Rama Nama Varanane Sri Rama Nama Varanana Om Nama Iti Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Sarvam Sri Krishnaarpanamastu.
Thank you. Dhanyavad.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much for the wonderful.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Guruji.
you, devotees.
Thank you.
Thank you for the excellent session, Guruji.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, devotees.